Today, you were hired for your skills, but you'll get fired for your reactions. Welcome to Sacred Grit, a podcast equipping men to conquer addiction and overcome inner struggles through physical, mental, and spiritual disciplines so you can become a man of honor and integrity. I'm Jason.Lyle. Now let's get to work. Today you'll learn to preload the decision before hard times at work. 5 minutes in the morning builds the nervous system capacity that carries you through the hardest moments of your workday. The regulated man at work isn't the one who never feels pressure. He's the one who is trained for it before it ever arrives. This episode is brought to you by Capital City Roofing, capitalcityroofing.net. What's up, my dudes? Welcome back to the Sacred Grit podcast and Gritty Wednesday. Let's get down to work. Preload that decision before shit gets hard, right? That's what that looks like. Is when you wake up in the morning and you know you're going to have hard days at work and you know there's a difficult person there to work with, you go ahead and decide how you're going to deal with it before you ever have to deal with it. You see, because you're becoming proactive and not reactive. And we're going to talk in just a minute about 5 minutes in the morning, but we become proactive instead of reactive. And when you do that, you're starting to set yourself up to lead your own life. See, reaction means that I let the hard boss, the hard employee, the hard coworker, or whatever, I let them become the ones who are leading my life instead of me leading it. But when I decide, when I'm regulated, that I'm going to lead my life, I walk into every situation already knowing how I'm going to react. Now, that's number one. I have that preloaded decision. Number two, how am I going to keep myself regulated in the midst of dysregulation? I am glad you asked. So if you take 5 minutes in the morning when you wake up and you use that 90-second pause I gave you, but we're going to move it to 5 minutes. So you take a deep breath, hold it, take another sip, hold it, let it out real slow between parsed lips. Then take a deep breath. Hold it. A little bit more. Hold it. Let it out through parsed lips. One more time. Take a deep breath. Hold it. Another little sip. Hold it. Let it out through parsed lips. That took about a minute. Now set a timer for 4 minutes. Close your eyes. Focus on your breath. And every time you breathe in, just say, I'm breathing in. And every time you breathe out, just say, I'm breathing out. For 4 minutes. So 1 minute to use the tool I just gave you. 3 rounds of the deep breath. Another deep breath slowly out through parsed lips. 4 minutes of saying, I'm breathing in and I'm breathing out. And you will start to learn, if you do this every single morning, that your breath will be directly connected to your regulation every single time. Because here's the thing. A regulated man at work isn't the one who never feels pressure. He's the one who has trained himself before that pressure ever arrives. So by doing this, what you're starting to do is to teach yourself that in those hard moments, when you feel them coming, you can use that tool in the moment, and your brain goes, I know what I'm supposed to do next. I'm supposed to concentrate on my breath. Now, if you don't believe this works, I just want you to try it for 2 weeks, because what you will find is you will start to track your breath in the midst of discomfort. I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt, because I have trained this in my own body. When I find myself struggling in a moment, I will automatically connect to my breath. It deepens and I can start to hear my breath. I'll hear myself breathing, and I'm not doing it on purpose. It just shows up because I practice every single morning of my life. So if you'll do this, if you'll give yourself that 5 minutes every morning, you'll start to see that your breath is connected to your decisions, and your decisions can become your decisions because you're becoming a proactive man by preloading the decision before the hard thing happens, by taking 5 minutes in the morning to train the tool, and then being regulated when you get under pressure, right? Because that's the three things you learned today, right? That you preload the decision before the hard things happen. 5 minutes in the morning builds the nervous system capacity that carries you through the hardest moments of your workday. And the regulated man at work isn't the one who never feels pressure. He's the one who is trained for it before it ever arrives. My dude, these tools will change your life. If you go down to the school platform, it's in the show notes, click on the link, you can join. Now, once you join, there's a whole free section there, and I'm about to post a 3-module course about nervous system regulation, and then there's upgrades from there. But you can start learning what it means to become the man on the inside that you want to be on the outside, and the man on the outside that you want to be on the inside. All right, my dude, this episode is brought to you by Oak Haven Diagnostics, my good friend Jody Morgan. He and his wife Jenny, they run an organization that does pregnancy testing for cattle. You can find them at oakhavendiagnostics.com, where you can email or get a hold of them. I think you email them through the website. They send you the gear that you need. You collect the blood. You send it back to them. They send you back accurate results about your herd, and it is an amazing tool for herd management. That's oakhavendiagnostics.com. All right, my dude. I hope you have a great week. I will see you on Sacred Sunday.